Okay, first up we have Lee Stange. Uh, Lee pitched 10 seasons for 4 teams: Boston, Cleveland, Minnesota, and the White Sox. He was mostly used in relief, but he had 125 starts. His best season was in '63 with Minnesota when he was 12-5 with a 2.62 ERA. He had 100 strikeouts in 164 and two-thirds innings. In '65 for Cleveland, in 132 innings, he was 8-4 with a 3.34 ERA and 80 strikeouts. He pitched 2 scoreless innings in the '67 World Series for Boston. He was a career 62-62 with a 3.56 ERA. He had 21 saves and 718 strikeouts and a career WAR of 9.2. After playing, he coached for Boston, and he also was a AAA manager for the Oakland A's. And there's the back of the card. If anyone wants to check that out. Next up, we have Norm Seaburn, who played 12 seasons for 6 different teams. In '65, he hit .256 with 8 homers and 32 RBI. In '62, he walked 110 times, and in '64, 106 times, so he got on base a lot. In December of '59, Seaburn was traded to the Kansas City A's along with Don Larson, Hank Bauer, and Marv Thornberry for Roger Maris. Maris would go on to win the AL MVP in '60 and '61, and also break Ruth's record of 60 home runs in 1961. Norm played well for the A's during his 4 seasons there. The A's averaged 94 losses over those 4 seasons, and Norm hit .289 with 78 home runs and 367 RBI. He was a career .272 hitter, 132 homers, 636 RBI, and 21 WAR. He was also a 4-time All-Star, a 2-time World Series champ with the Yankees, and he won a Gold Glove. Next up, we have Bob Kennedy. Bob played 16 seasons with 7 teams. 10 were with the Chicago White Sox. In '65, he was head coach for the Cubs. I looked for this card and wondered. I looked at this card and wondered what a head coach was doing on a card. Well, here's what I found out. The Cubs in '61 started experimenting with having a committee of coaches run the team instead of a single manager. But after finishing the '62 season with the worst record in franchise history, Kennedy was named as the head coach, where he was given more authority than the other coaches and was more like a manager on the field. In '63, he led the Cubs to their first winning season in 17 years. He was the head coach until June of 1965. In '68, he became the A's first manager when they moved to Oakland. He led the team to an 82-80 season, the A's first winning season since 1952. After the final game of the season, he walked into Finley's office after the game, expecting to get a contract extension, but in the style of Finley, he was fired. He went on to be the Cardinals' director of player personnel for 6 years, and then 5 years as the GM for the Cubs. Good old Charlie Finley. Next up, we have Richie Allen. Richie played 15 seasons, 9 were with the Phillies. He was the Rookie of the Year in '64, hitting .318 with 29 homers and 91 RBI. In '65, he hit .302 with 20 homers and 85 RBI and was named to his first All-Star team. Allen was known for hitting long homers, but on July 31st, 1972, he became the first player in baseball's modern era to hit two inside the park home runs in one game. In the 60s, while with the Phillies, he sang lead with the doo-wop group called the Ebonistics. They sang professionally at Philadelphia nightclubs. He passed away last December. He was a career .295 hitter with 351 home runs, 1,848 hits, 1,119 RBI, 133 stolen bases, and a 58.7 WAR. He was Rookie of the Year in '64, as mentioned. He was a 7-time All-Star, AL MVP in '72, 2-time home run leader in '72 and '74, AL RBI leader in '72. His number 15 was retired by Philly, and he is on their Wall of Fame. Many baseball historians regard him as the best player not inducted into the Hall of Fame. He will have his chance once again this year. Personally, I hope he gets in. Okay, Cookie Rojas. Cookie, Cuban-born, played 16 seasons, 7 with the Phillies, 8 with the Royals. He also spent some time with Cincinnati, St. Louis. He was a career .263 hitter, had 54 home runs, 593 RBIs. He was a 5-time All-Star, is in the Kansas City Hall of Fame. After his career, he was a scout for several teams, a coach with the Cubs and the Mets, and he managed the Angels and the Marlins. All right, Wilbur Wood. Wilbur played 4 seasons with the Red Sox, 2 with the Pirates, 12 with the White Sox. He was a left-handed knuckleball pitcher who threw the knuckleball 80% of the time at 60 to 70 miles per hour. In '65, he was 1-1 with the Pirates with a .316 ERA in 51 1/3 innings. In '71 with the White Sox, he was the White Sox pitching. In '71, the White Sox pitching coach suggested he pitch with only 2 days rest, since throwing the knuckleball didn't put much stress on the arm. He went on to lead the AL in games started with from 72 through 75. In '72, he started 49 games and pitched 376 2/3 innings. He won 20 or more games 4 straight seasons and had 24 wins in '72 and '73. In '76, he was hit in the knee by a line drive, which fractured his kneecap. He spent the rest of the season on the DL. He started 52 games from '77 through '78 and retired after having a 5.20 ERA, the worst in the American League that season. From '71 through '74, he won 90 games, the most in the majors over that span. He started 297 games in his career and pitched 2,684 innings. He was 164 56 with a 3.24 ERA. He had 1,411 strikeouts, 24 shutouts, 54 saves, and a 50 WAR. He was a 3-time All-Star, 2-time AL wins leader. He had a pretty sweet career, I would say. Next up, we have Hall of Famer Nellie Fox. Nellie played 19 seasons. His first 3 were with Philadelphia, and he played 14 with the White Sox. His last 2 were with Houston. In '65, his final season, he hit .268 in 42 plate appearances. Fox was one of the most difficult hitters to strike out during his career. His career high for strikeouts in one season was 18. He averaged 1 K in 42.7 at-bats. In 10,351 career at bats, he only struck out 216 times. He is considered one of the best second basemen of all time. He was a career 286 hitter. He had 2,663 hits, 35 home runs, 790 RBI, and a 49.5 WAR. He was a 15-time All-Star, AL MVP in '59, had 3 Gold Gloves, and his number 2 was retired by the White Sox. He passed away at age 47 from lymphatic cancer. Gene Freese, 12 seasons for 6 teams. Half of those 12 were with the Pirates. In '65, he hit a combined .268 for the Pirates and the White Sox, with 1 homer and 12 RBI. He was a career .254 hitter. He had 115 home runs, 432 RBI, and a WAR of 8.6. Last up, we have Joe Cunningham. Played 12 seasons. The first 7 were with St. Louis. He had 3 with the Senators and 3 with the White Sox. In '65, he hit .229, had 3 homers and 20 RBI. He was a career .291, had 64 home runs, 436 RBI, 23.3 WAR. He was a 2-time All-Star in '59 when they had played 2 All-Star games. After his playing career, he held several positions in the Cardinals organization from '68 through '82. He passed away in March of this year at age 89. So there you have it. Those are all the cards that Mark sent me that I showed in the 8 episodes. So that's like good, close to 80 cards. Hope you all enjoyed it, and thanks again, Mark, for all these cards. It was really fantastic. So happy that you sent me these, and hope you're doing well, my friend. And so everybody, take care, and until next time, peace out.